just not sure yet. So let me tell you about a thing that I got an email about leading up to PAX, which I sent to you going, what is this?
Yeah.
Um,
Want to be a pro gamer?
yeah. So
I'm just reading the
Yeah.
buzzwords on the trailer that Jeremy just started.
yeah. So there was, I got an email. So as part of media, you get put on a press list, and people who are showing off games can send you an email saying, hey, do you want to book a ticket? Let's book a ticket, book a meeting so you can come check out our game. One of the ones I got was a game that, and I quote, guarantees, end quote, that you will make it to partner playing this game. Is
it worth me reading out?
What, the email?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go through it now anyway.
Okay.
I saw a game and a platform that was being shown at PAX called Steamcore is the name of the game. The studio is November Games. And the platform is known as Play to Partner. Now, this game guarantees that if you stream this game enough, you will make it to partner. Not affiliate. Partner. Now, I'm somewhat of a skeptic sometimes when it comes to stuff like this, right? But I looked at that and went, what is this? I've never heard of this before in my life. I need to check this out. I 100% need to see what this is. So I went over to the booth, spoke to the lead person at the studio.
Lead of the game or of the platform?
The both.
Okay.
I think he's the founder of the studio, and the head of the company.
Oh man.
So my general impressions. This is from Friday. I spoke to him twice. I spoke to him on Friday, and then I spoke to Tegan about it from Queens of the Drone Age on Saturday, being like, you gotta check this thing out. Like, what is this? And then I went back on Sunday to talk to him more, with a pen and paper in hand, saying,
I have more questions.
Yeah, saying I really enjoyed our chat on Friday. It was really good to talk to you. Do you mind if I ask you some of those questions again and some more questions, but this time so I can actually get down as much information as I can so I know what I'm saying is accurate? And he goes, yep, sure, let's do it. So the way he described what this thing is, right? I'm bringing it in. I'm bringing it back into the close-up.
I really don't know what's about to happen.
So, the game itself is just like a third-person game where you're shooting other astronauts on a planet, spherical planet, collecting these cogs. The game itself is just like a video game. And I'm like, okay, can you explain to me how this play to partner stuff really works? And he starts talking to me, and he starts explaining that the way the game works is when you sign up, when you use their platform that is running inside of the game, you connect your Twitch account to it so that if you stream the game knows that you are streaming it.
So it's hooked into Twitch.
Yeah.
Cool.
For everybody that's playing that game, it will... behind the scenes, load up someone else's stream and watch it and become a viewer.
Right.
In the back end. You're not watching their stream. You're playing the game. But you become a viewer for someone else's stream.
An active viewer.
Theoretically. For someone else's stream. And the platform decides where to allocate people watching when and where. Which according to the developer, will be determined by who is at the top of the leaderboard. So,
is this a play to partner leaderboard or like the Twitch earnings leaderboard?
No. Like the game leaderboard. The game's leaderboard. Whoever is at the top at that point will get the largest percentage of viewers funneled to their stream.
Right. Okay.
Which is like, what the hell, right?
Yeah.
And I start talking to him, and I'm like, okay, so
This is like advanced follow for follow stuff.
Kind
This
of,
is just like
right?
like you made a game around follow for follow.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a view farm,
Yeah.
right? And I'm so
It's not bots.
it's not bots. It's
but-
active. It's active apparently. I've not tried this, so it's worth mentioning that that there is apparently a playable version on his Discord that I'm currently in. I haven't had a chance to play it yet because I only just got home just before we started recording. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to play it this week, and I'll let you know how it goes next week. But
What's it called? Steamcore?
Steamcore, yeah.
Let me tell you, there are a bunch of things
Yeah,
that aren't this.
Yeah, SEO not great on it. And we keep talking, and I'm like, okay, like, how does that guarantee you being a partner, right? Because then won't you get a stream that has got, let's say, for example, 5,000 viewers and no one chatting because everyone of those viewers are playing this game? And he goes, yes.
And they want more viewers too, and they want to be partner. So they're not going to be focusing on you. They're going to be focusing on themselves.
Yes. And so then what he says to me is that, okay, like, so what it does is we get you through Twitch's discovery algorithm. So we can get you onto the front page, but you still got to do the work to get the partner. I'm like, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, that kind of goes against what you were saying, but okay. But I understand the concept of you artificially bumping people to the front of the queue to get people's eyes on you. And then I feel like if there's a stream that's got 5,000 viewers on it, there's a good chance 5,001 someone might start talking and you'll get more, potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
You get over the 0 viewers, the single digits hurdle.
Yes. Yeah, you get over the hump of no one watching, right?
If the game's any decent to watch.
Which is
and
important.
if you're any decent to watch.
Which is important, I feel, at least. But then I start talking to him about, like, okay, so, like, what's, like, how does your company work, right? Like, what is this thing? And he goes, so we've got this SDK, the software development kit, which is the play to partner thing. And he tells me he's going to give this away for free to any developer that wants to use it.
Okay.
That is what he has said to me.
Why?
He wants this. He's very pie in the sky about this. He sees this as the next big thing, right?
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You believe in what you're making?
Yep.
Great.
Yep. This SDK is going to be given out for free. The way his business is operating currently is that he got an initial investment from a venture capitalist to fund the platform's development and the first game's development, is what he told me. So Steamcore and the Play to Partner platform have both been funded by a venture capitalist. I went back on Sunday and spoke to him further about that. The actual person from Alt Ventures, which is a venture capital, like a investment company from New Zealand, from one Chris Yeager, is the person who did it.
Okay, cool.
So like some of these notes are like a little bit silly, where I just said the words like what the hell, and then I said he says the word grind a lot, and then which is something that I just noticed. He really focused on, like, you can get there and then you can grind, like, grind this game to become a partner. And I'm sitting here going, like, it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And so I kind of leave this meeting going, like, this is so strange. This is so odd. The first meeting.
Yeah.
The meeting on Friday. Like, this is so strange. I don't know about this. This seems odd.
Did it have much? Was it like did it have a place on the show floor? Was it getting much attention?
Yeah. It was just in the indie area of PAX.
Okay.
He's from America. I'm not sure if he lives in Australia or not. But yeah, he's at least in the indie area. So I go back on Sunday. And I'm like, hey, I want to just talk to you a little bit more. He's saying that he's working with Twitch to make this happen. Because my then immediate thought is like, okay, like, I feel like Twitch wouldn't be super cool with this, right? You're kind of artificially inflating a bunch of people's view accounts at any given moment.
Yeah.
like,
And you're exploiting their algorithms
Yeah.
to do things that they don't want their algorithms to do.
yeah, and he goes, no, Twitch are all on board with this. He said to me that he had meetings with people at Twitch who were the senior developer at Twitch, the head of global strategy at Twitch, and the head of development at Twitch. And that he has a 3-month exclusivity contract with Twitch when it launches on, I think he said November 1st, which is very soon.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks.
I think he said November 1st. And I'm like, okay, like, and I'm like, so Twitch are on board with this, and he's like, yeah, they're super positive. Apparently, he came to them about it when he first had the idea, and they were like, yeah, like, cool, whatever, like, show us when it works. And so he went away and built it, and then showed it to them, and they were very positive. That is what he said to me.
3-month exclusivity.
And then
On what?
like on Twitch, so that then like after that he can then shop it around to YouTube and other streaming platforms.
3 months isn't a very long exclusivity window.
That's what I thought. I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
He said as a part of giving this Play to Partner SDK to developers, the only terms of service that they really want is that you are not allowed to monetize your game. Sorry, not allowed to monetize the player-to-player mechanic. So I guess you can't ask users to pay to become a Play to Partner member of your game, I guess. I then started to talk to him like how do you
What?
How do you make money? Like how does this work in terms of a thing that makes your business successful? And he goes, so for Steamcore, there's going to be in-app purchases. I said, okay.
Okay.
He goes, however, we're not going to be charging for the SDK. And he said to me that games are not part of my company's... The game sales are not really part of the company's 10-year plan. And I said, okay. And I'm like...
So you're making money only through... Do the Twitch people who become partners, theoretically, do they have to give a cut to this person?
I've not read the any agreements yet. I don't know if you could ask that.
Neither do I. So then is Twitch getting a cut, or rather giving a cut for every like is this person getting like 30% of all the ad revenue from all of the users?
So I spoke to him about ads as well. I spoke to him about ads. I'm like, how do you manage, like, you know, Twitch has been really like coming down on ads lately. Like, you know, they want to really focus on partners.
All of these
ads.
Viewers are ad-free viewers.
Yes, and he said like, no, like the ads work. The ads work under the hood. I'm like, but don't you think that the people that are like trying
like buying
to
the ad space.
Yeah, don't you think the people that are actually paying to make the ads show up on Twitch going to be feel like they've been duped a little bit, that people's ads are going under the hood? And he was kind of saying that Twitch don't really have a good way of knowing who's actually watching the ads or not, aside from if it's muted or not, like, because they can't tell if someone's watching, and they have a hard enough time determining whether or not you're an active user if you've got multiple windows and tabs open at any given moment anyway.
Totally.
And so he doesn't seem too concerned about that at all, which is like, okay.
Even though it's Twitch approved.
Yes. I asked him what his 10-year plan was. I'm like, what is this? And he's like, this is kind of like a phase one of like a 10-year plan. And I'm like, what's your 10-year plan? He goes, I can't tell you that. I'm like, okay.
Just that he has one.
Yeah, just that he's got one. I was then talking to him like, how does this work for games that are not like competitive, right? Like, how would you, like, you know, for a game like Overwatch, for example, that has just come out, I can understand, you know, a bunch of people playing it, and, you know, it's very easy to have a number one person in a match. But how does it work for a single player game? How does it work for a game that doesn't have a win condition that is competitively tracked? And he was throwing out ideas saying like, well, first of all, I think like what would be a really good use case scenario is speedrunning. And I'm like, you know, like people that are close to hitting a world record would then suddenly get all the other people that are speedrunning these games. Like the viewers would be pointed to the person who's like speedrunning the closest to the world record.
Kind of makes sense.
It kind of makes sense aside from there's not that many people speedrunning one game all at once. Right.
No.
What I meant to ask, which I didn't, which I might reach out to him on Discord and find out is this pooling everybody that is using this play to partner mechanic, or is it only pooling the specific games? Are Steamcore's players only going to be pooling towards Steamcore's streams, or if you have Overwatch using it, are all the people that are streaming Overwatch also going to count?
Like on the same leaderboard.
Well, are they going to get pulled across into someone that's, the best Overwatch player? The Steamcore players are going to be streaming the best Overwatch player in the background. I don't know the answer to that. He said, what it really does is it gets you discovery, player does the work to get to partner. And then I said to him, okay, if Twitch are allowing this, but they sort of can see these streams as really high viewer, low interaction streams, are they just not going to start weighting them less? Are they not going to weigh them lower in the discoverability because they know there's not really a whole lot happening in this chat?
It's not easy. It's not difficult for them to figure out that it's a low. I would say that that's what they would call probably a low quality stream, right? One, as you said, high viewers, low interaction.
There's a lot of those already. There's streams that run 24/7 that have no one in their chat, and it's just a bot running a stream. Like they're in our stream at the moment. There's a bunch of those. A bunch of those ones.
Every time, literally every time,
every single time. And I said, are you not concerned about you being weighted less than other streams that have got a really high level of interaction, or ones that they know are not using this play to partner mechanic? And he says, and I quote, that he has a better way to handle it.
What?
You couldn't tell me what that was, though. He said, I can't tell you that. It's part of the 10-year plan. I said, okay. All right.
He's got a better way to handle the low quality of the stream, like the low value of the stream to Twitch.
I guess.
Okay.
And then it mentions the 3-month exclusivity with November 1st is one. I wrote it down in my notes. November 1st is when he's planning to launch the first one. Yeah, I don't know. There are so many alarm bells going off from this. There are so many red flags that are showing up and waving in front of my face. And look, I'm not 100% saying that this is snake oil or whatever. Like he was very passionate about what he's showing. He's obviously very into this thing. You have to be skeptic when this is something that is so unproven. And when this is something so
also
new.
At the front of their press release, they're also offering something that is so enticing and nearly impossible to just give to someone.
Yes.
Guaranteed Twitch partnership.
Yeah.
That is not something you can just hand out to people. Like, aside from the fact that you need to have, 75 average viewers, and you need to stream X number of days for X number of hours, once you get to that point, you are then allowed to apply for partnership to Twitch. Yep. And if your stream doesn't meet their standards, it's very common for a streamer to meet that criteria and then wait and not apply and wait for them to have a much higher concurrent average viewer count or a higher number of followers, or to pop up for a charity stream and to drive those numbers that are a bit more impressive and a bit higher before you apply, so that you have a much more guaranteed or a much better chance of being accepted into the partnership program by Twitch, because it's done on a person-by-person basis, by people, by metrics that we don't understand. All we know is that the minimum requirements are usually not enough for you to get through. So what is this bot farm third-person shooter going to offer to people who might not be charismatic on camera?
Yeah, I can
might not even talk to their stream. Maybe they just do raw gameplay and they think they're going to make it to partner, right?
So
because it's guaranteed.
I can see here on my Twitch dashboard, because I'm an affiliate, I can see the requirements to be a partner. You have to stream for 25 hours.
Okay.
Over
For a week?
Over 30 days.
Okay.
All of this is over 30 days. Stream for 25
Anyone
hours.
who's serious about that, not too hard.
Yeah, not that hard. I've streamed for 11 and 3/4 hours last week.
Yeah.
Like, not last week, but over this month, I've already done half of that. Stream on 12 different days.
Mm-hmm.
Also not too difficult. Average of 75 viewers.
Yeah. The average is hard because that brings into account your lows. So it means you need to, if you're starting your stream and you're hanging around the 25 mark, that needs to, you need to be bringing in 125 people at once for a good chunk of time to balance that out.
Yeah. And like, I think it's worth if you know, if say for example this did take off and then number one person in game got 5,000 viewers for a bit, that would dramatically increase their average.
Yep.
Like, hugely. Like you said, these 3 requirements is not you are now a partner. Affiliate is different. Affiliate, you hit these 3 requirements, you hit apply, and then within 20 minutes or so, you then get an email saying, hey, your account has been upgraded to an affiliate. It is an upgrade on your account. It gives you...
Yep, your fans can now subscribe to you.
It gives you access to a host of features.
Yeah. It's basically just the bot criteria. This is,
yes.
Are you a real person?
Yes. It says here on the Twitch dashboard, please note that applying does not guarantee partnership. And yet, Play to Partner is guaranteeing partnership.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's very, very, very odd. I need to give this a shot.
Yeah, I want to see this. I want to see this in action.
Yeah, I want to see what it's like to do. I want to see how it works. I want to get in contact
see
with...
if the game's any good.
Yeah. I actually didn't even get a chance to play the game because I was too busy talking to the person.
Because that's the other thing, right? This plan needs thousands of people playing this game in order to become viewers, to farm the thousands of people who want to become partner, right? But if the game sucks, or if it's no good, or if one of the games is way more popular than the other, so like people playing Steamcore, which comes out first and maybe isn't as good as their next game, which comes out, Steamcore 2, the Steamcoring.
Yeah.
If someone's playing Steamcore 1 because it's all they can afford, no one wants to watch it, so they're not getting any viewers. Like there's so many knock-on effects here. And like if it's no good to play, how is it meant to be any good to watch? You can't just pump this SDK into a game and all of a sudden make it worthy of thousands of people to want to watch. Because I could have 1,200 people from this Play to Partner service in the chat because they're also playing the game. And that, like you said, that one person who discovered it because the number is high comes in and they're like, what is this? I don't want to watch this. And they bounce.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't. I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
I wanna get in contact with the developer again. And I kind of want to get in contact with Twitch.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, like you know this?
What is going on?
Yeah, like you aware of this?
The one thing I can see it being legitimately decent for is clearing that partnership barrier of the requirements. And then if you actually have a high quality stream that, like, in terms of with the people who are actually there with you,
sure.
Once you clear the requirements, maybe that gives you the opportunity to apply in a way that maybe you would be accepted given the quality of your content and the engagement of your audience. And, you know, maybe you're doing something new on Twitch and maybe you're interacting with games in a unique way or something like that. Maybe that gets you, maybe that's a shortcut to partner already. But for the thousands of people who will see this and don't know that streaming is a performance and is that it's something you have to put energy and attention into and care, like, I don't see this doing anything for them.
I don't know. It's bizarre. It's so odd. I've never heard of anything like it.
The only thing it makes me think of is like Bitcoin mining.
Yeah, you did say the metaverse.
Throw your GPU at this and you'll make money.
You did tweet about the metaverse a couple times. I don't know. Fascinating. At the very least, like a thing that I have not been able to stop thinking about this. It has not left my mind since the moment I got that email.
What a fascinating little nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got no idea. Anyway. Moving on to some of the other stuff I saw.
I feel like I need a minute.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Sev says, thank you, journalist Jeremy. Yes, thank you indeed. Wow. Okay. All right, taking my time. I've recentered.
Yeah, let's move
on to the press room. I had a bite to eat.
Yes.